Hello students, let us start our session of chapter number 6, Work, Energy and Power. Basically this work, energy and power we are frequently using in our everyday life. Work, it covers a definite and precision meaning in physics. Generally in our daily life, let us take one example. If I am standing at one point and if I'll stand it for half an hour, then I'll exhaust. My energy is utilized. But here, in terms of physics, if no movement would be there, then no work has been done and no energy supposed to be utilized. But in our regular life, even though the movement is not there, still energy is utilized and we are saying it's a work done. So this is what the difference is available. This terminology we are using in daily life and in terms of physics. Basically, energy is what generally we are saying, that capacity to do a work. That is the same fundamental is also available in the physics. This energy is related to work done or to perform any task. Power is used in our everyday life in different meaning. For example, karate or boxing, if we are doing that exercise, then powerful punches is required. So this is what, with the greater speed, if any task is performed, that is a power. So while we are doing any work, that is with the more energy, that is known as a power. Now, in earlier chapter, we have studied vectors. Now, let us define it in another way. In earlier session, we have done in vector product, addition and subtraction. Here, this vector to which we are doing now scalar product. Scalar product, it means we are focusing only on its magnitude, not in the direction. While we are performing its product with two vectors, as you can see in the diagram A, two vectors A and B are apart with the angle theta. If it would be A dot B, it can be substituted as AB sin theta, AB cos theta. And if it would be A cross B, then it can be defined as AB sin theta. So here we are doing scalar product, it means A dot B. At that time we are performing like A into B cos theta. So here we are having a magnitude of A and B. So let us find out the magnitude of B cos theta. For that, as you can see in the diagram B, from the magnitude of vector B, align that a straight line onto the vector A. That component we are having B cos theta. So now we are going to perform A, magnitude of vector A, into magnitude of B cos theta. Another way also we can do that, A cos theta into B. So for that, as you can see in the diagram C, we are from the magnitude of vector A, we are aligning that on vector B, which gives us A cos theta. So magnitude of B into magnitude of A cos theta. Both will give you the same result. So we can perform like A into B cos theta or B into A cos theta. So here A dot B is a product of magnitude of A and component of B along A, or that is the product of magnitude of B and the component of A along B. Here it can satisfy commutative law, as you can see A dot B equal to B dot A. It can also satisfy associative law, A dot in the bracket B dot C equal to in the bracket A dot B out of the bracket dot C. Other important law is defined over here, distributive law. Distributive law defines for two different operations. As you can see, A dot in the bracket B plus C. So two different operations are there, product and addition. While we solve this, it would be A dot B plus A dot C. Here also can be defined with the real number, that A dot lambda dot B. So that is equal to lambda dot A dot B. Here lambda is taken a real number. Now let us define it with the unit vectors, as we are having I, J, K, 3 unit vectors. These 3 unit vectors having a magnitude 1, which defines only the direction. These all unit vectors are perpendicular to each other. So if we are taking, it's a I dot I, that is I into I cos theta, and if they are perpendicular, then theta would be 90, and if it is in its common component, then theta would be 0. So if we are doing I dot I, both are in the same direction, so that would be theta 0. So theta cos theta 0 is 1. So I dot I equal to I into I cos theta, that is I into I cos 0, that is equal to 1. Likewise, J dot J equal to 1 and K dot K equal to 1. But if we are taking product with another unit vector, as you can see, I dot J, so that would be I into J cos theta, and theta, that angle between I and J direction, would be 90. So I J cos 90 equal to 0, because cos 90 equal to 0. Likewise, J dot K equal to 0 and K dot I equal to 0. Now let us define these both vectors A and B in terms of all these 3 dimensions. So A equal to AXI plus AYJ plus AZK, and vector B can be represented like BXI plus BYJ plus BZK. Now let us take its a scalar product. So here it would be like AXI plus AYJ plus AZK into BXI plus BYJ plus BZK. While we open the bracket, it would be AXI into BXI plus AXI into BYJ plus AXI into BZK. Now as we know, as we discussed just before, I dot I equal to 1. So AX into BX. But I dot J equal to 0. So that no product is available in terms of AX and BY. Likewise, I dot K, that is equal to 0. Based on the same condition, we are having A dot B equal to AX BX plus AY BY plus AZ BZ. Likewise, if we are doing a scalar with the same vector, scalar product with same vector, that is A dot A. So that equal to AX into AX plus AY into AY plus AZ into AZ. That is equal to A square equal to AX square plus AY square plus AZ square. So that we can say that A dot A equals to A into A cos theta, and theta is 0 because same vector is there. So that result value is A square. Likewise, A dot B. If A dot B, two vectors we are taking which are perpendicular to each other, then A, B cos 90. Cos 90 is 0, then A dot B equal to 0. Clear? Based on that, let us take one example. Find the angle between force F equal to 3I plus 4J minus 5K unit and displacement D equal to 5I plus 4J plus 3K unit. Also find the projection of F on D. So let us take first its a scalar product, then F dot D equal to Fx dx plus Fy dy plus Fz dz. So only x component would be together on y and z. accordingly. So 3 into 5 plus 4 into 4 plus minus 5 into 3. So that product equal to 16 unit. Now f dot d, that is equal to fd cos theta, we are having 60 units. Now if we are taking f dot f, so that is fx square plus fy square plus fz square. So that is 3 square plus 4 square plus 5 square equal to 50 unit. Likewise take a product d dot d, that is a d square equal to dx square plus dy square plus dz square. That is equal to 5 square plus 4 square plus 3 square. That is again equal to 50 unit, 50. So we are having cos theta. Cos theta is what? F dot d equal to f into d into cos theta. Here we are having f square and d square, that is under f equal to under root 50 and d equal to again under root 50. From that let us make subject of formula cos theta. So cos theta equal to f dot d divided by f into t, that is 16 divided by under root 50 into under root 50. So that is equal to 16 divided by 50, that is equal to 0.32. So theta equal to cos inverse 0.32. Clear? Here we are going to end this session. Hope you understood. Thank you.